Insert cute shit here. So I'm not gonna lie. I've struggled to write these vows to you today. I never really believed that today would ever really come for me. I'd hoped and dreamed and prayed, but I never really felt like it was in the cards. I went through a few hard heartbreaks and quite a few sleepless nights wondering why I was never good enough for what I could do to make things right. Now as I stand here with you in front of our closest friends and family, I know why. It just simply wasn't meant to be before. The reason I've struggled to write these vows to you is simply because I didn't quite know the right words to use to express how I feel about you. I've never thought love like this was real, or that someone could make me feel wanted quite the way you have. I've never thought I was enough for anyone until I met you. If someone was to tell me that I could not marry you, then I would just simply never get married. If we had never reconnected and started this wonderful adventure together, I'd be spending every ounce of energy and free time that I have trying to find you so that we could. Honestly, if there's one thing that I'd change about us, it's just simply that I would have found you sooner so that we could have more time together. There's a common theme here, honey. I love you. The last time that I was drunk, and no, not that time on Christmas Eve, excuse me. It was all your fault. And honestly, I'm so glad for that night, because it started that spark that would become the roaring flame that is our love. And if there's any part of these soppy, kind of mushy vows that I've wrote for you that you actually ingrain into your memory, I just want you to remember one thing. I promise you, Caitlin, it's you. It will always be you till the end of the line.
Zack. I feel like the luckiest person in the world today, getting to marry such an incredible man. You accept me for exactly who I am, and you encourage me to be my truest self. I found the person that I want to be when I'm with you. I love your easygoing personality and the way you care so deeply about every single person in your life. I love that we share so many similar interests and goals in life. I love that we can be silly and play like kids together, especially when adulting feels really hard. I know that our life together will never be perfect or easy, and when it's not, I'll ride into battle right next to you. I promise to keep our relationship one of my top priorities and to constantly work on improving it. And I promise to always respect you and honor your wishes. And if we disagree, I promise to listen to you and work with you towards a compromise, remembering that it's us against the problem, not us against each other. I promise to always communicate with you as openly and honestly as I know how. I promise to trust you, always. I promise to empower you to reach for your goals and become the best version of yourself. I will always defend you. I will always be on your side and have your back through whatever life throws at us. We are in this together, good or bad. I promise to never take you for granted, to always celebrate with you, and to never put out the internal flame that makes you you. I promise to always keep that kid in you alive and well, and to never stop playing together. I promise to never give up on us and to never stop fighting for this love. I vow to take you as you are, who you were, who you are now, and who you're yet to be. I vow to be your lifetime lover, your safe place to land, and your very best friend. I love you, big, huge.
You have known each other for years, through the first glance of acceptance to this moment of commitment. At some moment, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of I do, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, over a meal, during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we are married, continued with, I will, you will, we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all of those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, just two people working out what they want, what they believe, and what they hope for each other. All these common things and more are the real process of the wedding.
I've really gotten to know Zach, though, over the past 3 years or so. I've gotten to see the kind of person he is, the kind of character that he holds within him, what he believes and who he aspires to be. And there are so many redeeming qualities about Zack that I could sit up here and give you all a speech on that. But Zack is such a heart-filled, loving, caring guy. And with all of that said, over the past year and a half or so, Zack and Katie had finally begun seeing each other. And right off the bat, I can tell you that Zack changed from that moment forward. I've never seen him look at anybody the same way he looks at you, Katie. As different as Zack and I are, it is undeniable to me that you two are meant for each other. Zack has been a different person since the day he met you in all of the best ways. The way he talks about you, the way he cares about you, and the way he pours his heart and soul into every moment. That's the kind of friend that Zack's always been to me, and I know that's the kind of husband he'll be to you too, Katie.
I remember sitting at each other's houses for hours, and I mean hours, planning our lives out, mostly our weddings, and each time telling each other, you will be my maid of honor. You will stand next to me no matter what. And look at us now. We have both made our dreams come true and had our best friends by our side.
Katie and I are 6 years apart, and I still remember waiting with my Aunt Sue for the news that my little sister had made her debut into the world. And the moment that Katie was born and we got the news, I knew that life had forever changed. I was the only child for 6 years before that, and now I knew everything was downhill from there. So, half as much of everything, sharing mom and dad, their attention, my toys, everything, the list goes on. But honestly, I've learned so much from you over the years, and I'm proud to call you my sister. I'm incredibly proud of the woman you've become, and you're smart and talented and funny and kind and strong-willed. So good luck, Zack. Zack, you're everything that I know that Katie dreamed of in a partner. You're kind, you're honest, you're funny, you're smart, hardworking. In truth, you make her feel special, important, and loved, and safe. And I'm thankful that she found you.
It has been amazing to be by your side and watch you both grow and love each other the way you do. So cheers to many years of love and laughter, and to your next adventures, because I'll be here for them all.
It gives me great pleasure to say that I now pronounce you husband and wife. There is one final seal to be placed on the ceremony. That is your first kiss as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Zachary Clubba.